This short tutorial is going to walk through what you're going to do once you finish the knowledge check. If you have not yet done the knowledge check, you will have to complete that before you actually start on the material for the course. Please read over my information and my welcome announcement as I give a lot of great detail about this knowledge check. The knowledge check is not graded, but you want to try your best and do everything you can to answer the questions correctly on the knowledge check because it will eliminate some of the problems you may have to work in the course. So the better you do on that knowledge check, the fewer topics you will have to complete each week in ALEKS. Please take it seriously, but note it is not a grade, and wherever you start is just fine, and your individual learning path will be created from that. The reason I stress this is a lot of students breeze through that knowledge check and don't realize that it actually does have an impact on the amount of work you'll do in future weeks of this course. Okay, so once I've done my knowledge check, I'm at this screen, and I just clicked through the knowledge check quickly to show you what I'm going to do next. So let's say I did the knowledge check, and right now my pie, the circle, inner circle of my pie shows 14 topics. That means that's how many topics I've done right now based on the knowledge check. That's what I know right now. So I've got a lot to learn, but that's okay. I want to click on Start My Path. Now once you've gotten to work a little bit in ALEKS, when you come into this screen it might say Continue My Path. But remember, I'm just starting from my knowledge check here. So when I click Start My Path or Continue My Path, it's going to bring up the next topic I am ready to learn. And if you click this little V-shaped button, it brings up, I want to call it maybe a carousel of lessons or a carousel of topics. So it's like you see a list of topics, and you see that I'm currently on week 1, which is where we want to be. If you go down, you'll see that there are other weeks listed, but they all have a lock next to them because I'm not quite ready to learn that material. So it's locked for me now. But once I get done with the week 1 material, or a big chunk of it, some of these other topics in other weeks might show up for me. The big thing is you want to get 100% in each and every week, okay, before the week ends. I transfer grades on Monday mornings, and I take whatever the score is at that time. So even if you only get 80% on week 1, that's what I'm going to take, even if you go back in sometime during week 2 and complete week 1 to 100%. So it's very important to stay on track, because if you don't complete much of week 1 and then you get into week 2, you're going to find that week 2 is completely locked. This topic's locked. This topic's locked. This topic's locked. So then you get to week 2 and you think, I don't even have anything to work. Well, you do. It's just back in week 1. So you'd have to complete week 1 work, but yet not get credit for it if you do it after week 1. I hope that makes sense. So work very hard each and every week to get all of your topics mastered. And so here, if I'm looking at week 1, I have a total of 63 topics. I've got 50 remaining to work. So I've got a lot to do, but that's okay because you'll breeze through a lot of these. In week 1, I'll just, begin to work, and I can click Start. So it gave me a little bit of an example of what I'm going to cover, and then I can start on the problems. When you're looking at this toggle button in the upper left corner, that will take me to what I'm ready to learn, which is what we just previously saw. It will also allow me to look at my grade book. So right now I have a 21%, and I haven't done any work for week 1. That was based off my knowledge check. So my knowledge check got me 21% of the way done through the week 1 topics, but I obviously have more to work. So again, hit that upper left-hand toggle button and go back to Learn, and then you just get started on the homework, and you keep plugging away until you have 100% of the topics completed for week 1. I hope this makes a little more sense to everyone.